Hello, Miss B. How you doing, girl? Miss Diane. Hello. How about me, Troll? How about you two? Oh, Jason, Erica, Destination, Diane, B. Woo. Not yet, B. Might be for the days over with, though. Hello, Lillian. Hello, Miss Amy. Ooh, here comes a real troublemaker. Hello, my man. I didn't see you sneak in, Bree. Hello, girl. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, Les. This thing ain't been open just a second. Oh, I'm just doing good. Ate too much. I'm miserable now. I made a bunch of cheese and bean nachos and I picked out on them. Well, I tell you what, it makes real nice scenery be anyway. Well, you're gonna make an alarm clock out of me, huh, V? Miss Fairy does. How you doing, darling? Oh, and popping in here tonight. Well, that's one thing about it. I'm not as far behind as some of these people get on a deal. Hello, Victoria. I read your note about sleeping in the front yard in a tent. You say that got a little cool, huh? Take the notion. on up here. I tell you a little secret about that Victoria. It's something I always carry with me when I'm tent camping. I always carry an extra tarp with me. And you stretch that tarp across the top of the tent, and it'll make it 10 degrees warmer in there. I'm in cold country. I always carry one. Hello, Sean. What do you mean trouble? I'm just no innocent country boy.
Oh, trouble.
Hello, darling.
How you doing?
I'm just mean as ever.
Mean and ornery? I don't think so.
Man, I got to be around this crew.
Keep us all in line.
Do what?
Keep us all in line that way.
Yeah, I don't know about keeping y'all in line. That's just for self-protection, deal. Yeah, I don't know about keeping y'all in line. That's just a self-protection deal.
That's not mine.
Yeah, got to shut your YouTube down, Victoria.
Oh, sorry. You'd think I had a handle on that already, but seems like I never remember to turn it off over there.
Hell, it reminds you pretty quick. So you tried your camping stuff out last night, huh?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. Had to air up the air mattress twice.
Ooh.
The first time, I don't know what was the problem, but lost air within an hour. So I pumped it up again and it hung in there. But the sleeping bag's brand new too. And I went to pull the cord to, mummify myself in there. And it ripped where the cord come in. So I got to sew that. The tent is a summer tent that I own. I wish I had a 4-season tent, but it's a summer tent. So when you put the cover over the top, it's still got all the air that comes up between the actual netting, because the netting don't have the zipper windows, and the outside tarp part that goes over the top of it. And so, yeah, it got a little bit cold.
You can I take just an old blue tarp with me, and I've camped all over Colorado, Wyoming, and then tents. And I'll just put that blue tarp across the top of the regular tent setup, your rain fly and everything else. Well, it's not forced like that other stuff is. And it'll hold that heat in. You'd be surprised how much difference it'll make. And if it rains,
it was in the front yard of my trailer park.
you could just
So
put your.
didn't want it to look all outrageous, to the neighbors and get complaints. So I didn't even want them to realize I was in there. But I wanted to check out everything, and I borrowed my niece's cot. Really nice cot. Heavy as all get out, though, that thing.
You could have put you a red light on the outside of your tent. That helped keep it warm.
Somebody will.
What I did is I took up my little heater, a little base heater, and more of it was heating the outside probably than the inside of the tent. But as long as I had like the windows zipped up and the door zipped closed, even though it was going out the spots that was open, it kept it okay in there. And like I said, as long as I was inside of the sleeping bag, I was too warm at times. I had to, because it's a 4-season sleeping bag, I had to unzip it a few times and let some cool air in. But yeah, I took it down today and said, okay, I found out what I need to find out. I'm done.
The first thing you need to do is if you got a cot, go buy you a sleeping pad and throw that air mattress away.
Well, I have a. It's one of the. It's a cheap air mattress, but it's only about this big around when it's all put away and about that long. So it's real compact. But I don't have a cot. I had to borrow my niece's cot. You know, to be able
I
to
tell you,
do it.
I've never had an air mattress that didn't leak down in the middle of the damn night. I
Yeah.
see Amy saying the same thing.
Yep.
The air mattresses are no good for the cold. There's no insulation.
Oh, I know. It actually, I believe I was feeling cold air coming off of that thing.
No, the air gets cold and it's cold.
Well,
I've
that's
jumped in -42 before. Never used air mattress.
I believe in being comfortable camping. My camp set up when I'm tent camping, I'm comfortable, and
I ran
that's
an extension cord up in there, like I said, and took our little heater in there and plugged it in. I had my laptop in there. I had my cell phone. I was watching y'all's videos, sitting in there till about 10 o'clock.
yeah. I tell you what, I crack up now. I went camping last summer a couple of times and saw 4 or 5 tents that had electricity run to them and air conditioners stuck in the side of the tent. I looked at one of them and they got a portal inside of the side of the tent that their air conditioner just slides into,
Oh,
and so they can air condition and heat them tents.
yeah, as long as you
They
got
they were
power.
using. I talked to. They were using air conditioner had heat in it, where you could turn it over to heat or just turn it to AC, and they heated and cooled that tent right there. Crazy.
Whoa!
But I
Ow.
wouldn't have been able to enjoy y'all's videos either if I was out and about in the wilderness. There's no internet. But since I was in the front yard, I was kind of glamping a little bit.
Yeah, I bet you do RV weekends. They and that's a pretty cool deal.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Michael Ann, by the way.
Victoria.
Oh, Mike. Well, I tell you what, you can't sleep and you can't sleep comfortable. You can't have a good time. That's the way I am. If I sleep comfortable, I'd be pretty good.
I
That-
told
I'm
her,
like you.
I said, don't lock the door. Because we lock the door every night. Don't lock the door. I might need to come in the middle of the night and use the potty. Don't lock the door. I come to the door and the door is locked. I'm like, oh boy, I'm about to lose my temper because it was all dark and I thought he went to bed. He was messing with me though.
He probably saw you coming and locked the door.
Yeah.
Hello, Angie.
Hey, Angie.
You sound like that you got experience with them red lights outside the tent, Amy.
No, I just know in Europe what they mean.
Hello, Tracy. Miss Linda Barker and Cookie. They, I tell you what, they've got some neat camping stuff out there. Hello, Tim.
There's a lot of stuff that I would, like I said, one thing that I found out last night was that tent don't make it if it's at all cold. I want one of those Four Seasons tent. What do they call it, a hot tent? I've got a wood stove that a gentleman made for me. Well, he made it and gave to me, and it's made out of the metal fence posts. He cut it in 3 for the legs, like triangled it, and the actual fire, the part that you build the fire in, is an old propane tank, and then on the very top of it, he put an old saw blade, and it's got a stovepipe and everything. I just need a tent that wouldn't melt.
And that may be hard to find. That may be hard to find.
Hy-Vee.
But I'll tell you what, the other thing I like.
But unless I had a very small cot, it wouldn't work, because the ones that they've got, I've been looking for them on eBay, and I think the cheapest one was just a little over $100, but it was a teepee type hot tent, and they don't have the
I
floors in them.
think
You have
you,
go ahead.
yeah.
You
Well,
have to buy the floors.
if you're going to have a fire inside one,
yeah,
if you're going to have a fire inside one, you don't need a floor in it.
I don't want bugs in there though.
Somebody reach over and pinch Dee on the cheek, wake her up.
Steve.
Hy-Vee. Renee, Bree, Tracy,
Yeah.
Linda.
I'd have to say, Steve, stop snoring. Wake me up.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hey, how is everyone?
A little sore. I am a little sore. That
You a little
stuff was
sore?
heavy. Yeah, carrying all that camping stuff out to the yard. And my backpack needs a wagon in itself. That thing is heavy, heavy, heavy. So my muscles in my arms and in the front part of my thighs is just aching tonight. I use muscles that I ain't
I think
used
that's
for a
better.
while.
I'm going to go out for a minute and change my internet over and see if it's any better. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hey, Maureen.
Angie.
Hey, Angie. Hey, Tracy. Call me V. Fairy Dust. Bree, TGIF.
Mike.
Pork Exploring, Mike.
And Tracy.
Okay. Diane.
No, what is She Devil's actual name? Does anybody know?
Tommy.
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 I'm going to write it down so I can remember. Tommie or Tommi?
Tomie. IE.
Hi, Diane.
Hey, Cookie. Angie, hey, Destinations Delight.
There's lots of people. I think more and more people are almost here every night.
I was about to go to bed and I saw he was on, so.
He went completely out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone hide on Ron.
How you doing, Michael Ann?
I'm doing fine, Kenny. How are you doing?
Doing just fine and dandy. I getting ready to go on that trip here next week, so to Helen, Georgia. So
It's gonna be fun.
you have to make 16 dozen jalapeno poppers tomorrow for her day.
That's a lot of jalapeno poppers.
That's a lot of jalapeno poppers.
Time for exploring is Ken, right? No, Tim. Right?
Yep, Tim.
Tim.
I see we're close there, Crystal.
Hey,
Now, there's two. How is the other one? Time for exploring and time for something else, and that one is Greg.
That's
No.
Greg
right.
is fit for expedition.
Huh?
Greg
Greg
is fit for expedition.
Oh, fit. I don't know why I keep thinking that they're like almost the same. Hi, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. That piece of mail went out yesterday, so I don't know how long it'll take for you to get it.
Hello, Cruising.
Hey, cruising scene.
Hey,
I will
hey,
cruising
Gary,
scene.
Gary.
Hi, Cruising Seed.
Boy, this thing's actually cool tonight.
Ron,
Can y'all hear me at all?
V had a
Yes, ma'am.
question for you.
Yeah, I can hear you, Ron.
Do what now? What'd you say,
I was
Amy?
going to say, V had a question for you. She asked if you were looking for a hole in the wall.
No, but I was looking for her handhold.
Hi, Janice.
But I do have a couple tubes of silicone here ready.
Figured you would.
I think there's
Yeah.
only a handful of us in here that understand all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lord, I tell you what, I still go back and watch that thing every once in a while. And every time I watch it, I just fall out laughing. There were three of them, too. You'll find two of them, but one of them was just, I think it was on Point Apollo Live or something. He was interviewing somebody. And I popped off about me and DJ going in business in the middle of her interview, and she lost it. We
Hey,
had to go out of,
Janice.
Hey, Janice.
hello, Miss Janice. What a cruise here tonight, isn't it? Damn, we got more people here tonight than we've ever had before. That's 25.
Oh, awesome. I think you're getting more and more people each night. I see familiar
Yep.
names, but they're new
I
here.
said 26 and 19 thumbs up. Come on, everybody, hit that thumbs up, please.
Me last night, maybe it was that I needed to run a live sometime earlier and maybe once a week or something like that. A lot of people don't even know this thing's on.
Mm-mm.
Maybe do it at a different time of the day. It might help a little bit too.
Well, and that we just need to get the word out in other lives. Like I know I announce it all my lives about when you're in there, especially when you come in about it.
And I appreciate
Well,
everybody doing that.
We're not new.
And
No,
I
we're
shared
not.
out your live on Facebook and YouTube community tab. So
Well, everybody
Yeah,
knows I only do one live a week.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do, Victoria. I wound up doing one live. I didn't do one live once a week. Got to doing one every night.
And we look forward to it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
look forward to these things.
I do look forward to your lives every night, Ron.
Do what?
I look forward to your lives every night.
Hell,
Me
I
too. Especially
when
when
I'm
nobody
not,
else is on that I want to chat with. I was like, when's Ron on? When's Ron on?
Well, this is the only time I get to stay up late because I'm not working the next day. So today and tomorrow I can stay up late. Sunday it's back to going to sleep early, getting up early.
damn cookies getting plumb for me. You're here. Cookies in bed with all these women.
Hey,
What's the matter with
when we
you?
know what word, when Kenny's distracted, we know the word to say to get his attention.
Yeah.
They can't say it on one person's live.
Do what?
Hey,
We can't say it on one person's live. She asked us not to.
Who did?
Oh, wait a minute. I'll type in the private chat.
Oh, they well, no eating crackers in the bed, huh? Everybody likes to go to a beach and camp out on a beach. I know you like to, Amy. You like the beaches. I hate camping on a beach. That
I
damn
want to
thing.
go up in the pine trees.
That sand can get in places that you don't even know you got.
I like thick forests and big mountains all around me.
I like the mountains. I enjoy that.
Me too, Ron. My favorite tree is pines. All kinds of pines. I don't care what kind of pine it is. If it's an evergreen, I'm loving it.
Well, my favorite one. I think is the aspen. I like to get up on the mountain and watch them aspens turn. God, that's pretty. When I used to go bow hunting all the time up in Colorado, that time of year, usually the aspens would change while we were there that 10 days. And you can't take a picture of it. It's as pretty as it is up in that mountain. Be one little bitty spot of gold on the side of the mountain one day. Next day, the half that mountain be gold.
Hi, Sean.
Yep, that's right, Tracy.
Hi, John.
Bree wants to know what word she's not supposed to say in someone's channel. Bree, the word you can't say in someone's channel is the word Hooters. But that's the word to get this. And then he turns red. It's great.
You know, I noticed since he got his haircut and it's so short, he looks like he's glowing when he turns red now. Mm-mm-mm. Well, Kenny,
Yes.
what you gonna talk about tonight?
What am I going to talk about tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know, really, to be honest with you.
Well, is it gonna be butts or boobs or Hooters or what?
Twin Peaks?
Do what?
Twin
What do you
Peaks?
mean? Do what?
Crystal goes, that was awesome. Kenny's dog barks at the word.
Look at how red he is. Look at how red he is, really. He is red.
Diane, we can't talk about a restaurant, but boobs are fine. Well, Diane, we can talk about that here.
Crystal says that Kenny's dog barks at the word Hooters.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk about Hooters tomorrow and see if I can't get a job application for Kenny.
No, I'll pass.
You'll pass. How do you know you'll pass? You might like that.
Oh, well, I got.
Now.
Hang on a second.
Sound like Horseshack on Welcome Back, Hunter. Oh. Maybe I'm starting to share the tequila around, Sean.
Here's that Pittman arm tool I was talking about.
Wait a minute. How did we go from Hooters and Twin Peaks to a tool?
He's trying to change the subject.
Looks like a torture device.
Right?
Yeah. This is that tool that I bought at Napa the other day. They asked me if I knew if that was the right one, if it's supposed to look like, and I'm like, you look at it, somebody that never seen one of these things before.
Hold it up to the camera closer, Kenny.
You can make me bigger. You can make me full screen.
Yeah, I
Right.
see it.
You're not going to say that.
That's a puller. I never have seen one like that. It might be better though.
That's what they call a Pitman arm puller is what they call that, and that's what I'm supposed to use to pull that Pitman arm off on that power steering steering pump, or on that steering gearbox. Not on the pump, but on the steering gearbox. I don't know how to use it, so
that ought to pull it off that hootenanny pretty good.
But yeah, it.
Yeah, you just put it over and hook them two hooks on the side and screw it, and it'll come off there. I mean, tighten the screw down.
That is what you use to replace your steering gearbox. Yeah, that's what I'm needing to replace on that 8540 Colonel Line van. Tomorrow I'm gonna change the air filter on the truck tomorrow.
You buying, Janice?
The thing acts like it's having a hard time breathing for some reason.
Well, I'm glad you got something that'll help you out, Kenny.
You having a hard time breathing?
No, not me.
The van?
No, the truck is.
The truck?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like when you pull it out of gear, it just kills the engine.
Well, I guess they're leaving gear.
You got to pull it out of gear to get to move, go in reverse and go and drive.
Yeah, I do think that we ought to find Kenny a job. He's talking about wanting a job. We ought to find him someplace. Silicone inspector or something.
I think B was going to sleep.
Good night, V. So Topper's point says he's used him before to just make sure you have the center of it in the center bolt of power steering bolt. Okay. Yeah. I'm still gonna have to have some help getting the old power steering gearbox off because that thing is heavy. And I know from the new one that thing's heavy too because that thing.
Damn.
That thing looks like it weighs about. That thing feels like it weighs about 150 some pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, that made Amy put her hair up.
I was saying whoa to what Tim just said.
Yeah, no, my hair was already up, and I had to fix it.
Hello, Timmy Ray. Better watch this crew in here tonight.
Yep.
Hi, Jimmy Ray.
What's a silicon inspector?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
Well, Ron, I'm going to drop down.
Okay, Victoria, I'm glad you dropped in, girl.
Thank you for letting me join you.
Sure,
Have a good night.
appreciate it.
Right.
You have a good night.
God bless. Stay safe.
Cause they're wound up tonight, Timmy Ray. Tim, you couldn't behave as long as you're breathing. You just like me, you stay in trouble.
It's no fun staying out of trouble.
I tell you who I think got the biggest kick out of that silicone inspector. Oh Lord. Here goes Amy shining her butt again.
Really?
Amy,
What?
Can you be naked?
Why is he turning red?
I think they were checking out your butt.
here we go.
Oh, Lord.
We might have got a little of that, Tim.
Uh-oh.
Ron. What happened, Ron?
I don't know. That thing's good.
Playing hide and seek.
I hit the wrong button. That's not good.
Don't touch the red button.
Oh, I could run with that one too. Amy's thinking evil thoughts. I can see that little evil grin.
I'm not thinking evil thoughts. I only think clean, pure thoughts in this head of mine.
Oh yes, she's just as pure as I am.
I'm an innocent
yeah.
angel.
Just lily white, huh?
What happened to my halo? I lost it. Oh, there it is. Here's my halo.
My dog even went to growling on that one.
So did mine.
Janet doesn't believe me. Just because I've taught Kenny a lot doesn't mean I'm not an innocent angel.
Because you taught Kenny a lot.
Kenny's learned a lot from me over the last 2 years, haven't you?
I learned about upside down pineapple.
Oh, me, oh my.
I actually had to explain to Kim Gore Wood what that upside down pineapple meant. She had no idea what it meant.
I'm such an angel that Kenny, I think it was Kenny who taught me something. It was Kenny or Blaine that taught me something, but it was those two. That did you know that a cooter is a turtle? Because this girl didn't.
I thought that was somebody trying to say Hooters is stuttered.
No, it's a kind of turtle. Yeah.
Pulls his head back in where you can't see it.
Something like that.
Mm-mm.
No, but we've taught Kenny a lot in 2 years.
Yeah, got a ways to go. We're gonna have Kenny pretty well acclimatized before this is over with.
Do what now? Let's see.
Is that a snapping cooter? Probably. Timmy, I don't know exactly what you're saying there. I don't understand you.
Well, he's watching that screen. You must be looking at that porn channel again.
Who, me?
What do you mean, who, me?
I got you going, plus I got one other live going over here.
You got a live stream going on a porno channel? Damn.
No. It's a crochet channel. Okay.
He likes the crochet channels and the makeup channels.
Trying to tell us something there, Kenny?
Kenny, Troy wants to know when you went to the zoo to see cooters, if there were any bearded cooters at the zoo.
I don't remember going to that to see. Wait a minute. Are you talking about when I went to the?
It's Troy asking the questions. But didn't you see turtles at a zoo? You saw them when you went to the Gatlinburg Zoo, right?
When I went to the Gatlinburg Ober Zoo?
Yeah, didn't you see turtles there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Troy said you made a video of seeing the cooters. The turtles.
Yeah, I seen turtles in that zoo, yeah.
Them things get huge. Did you ever watch, change the subject just a little bit, but Tim, have you ever watched that crazy idiot down there in Louisiana that would get off in that water barefooted and go to stomping around in that mud until he feels them old big snapping turtles with his feet, and then he'll go down there and get them? One of them things bite your foot plumb off. Some of those, he catches 100-pounders. Lord, you talk about crazy, you know.
Interesting.
Amy, did you work today?
No.
You were off today.
No. I slept most of the day after my 6-mile hike in a canyon yesterday.
Not used to that?
Oh, I'm used to walking 5 or 6 miles a day, but not
That's different,
a
though.
trail in a canyon in the desert.
That is different. Yeah, I used to. I could set up and just walk all day long. It didn't bother me a bit, but I don't do it enough anymore. It used to, I would run all over the mountains up there in Colorado, be 10,000, 11,000 feet. I bet that would kill me now.
Yeah, here, let me look at this. So, on the hike back, so I forgot to put the hiking app or the hiking activity on my watch when I first started, and then I remembered I should probably do that. So on the way back, it was 2.84 miles, an hour and 9 minutes, an elevation gain of 142 feet.
Wow.
And on the first one, it was 185 elevation gain for 58 minutes and 2.1. So I didn't record 0.7 miles of the first walk or hike.
I guarantee you go to walk in them mountains, you get in shape pretty quick. Especially if it's high, you can't get any air. Last time I went up there to Colorado, have you ever seen them cans of oxygen they've got? It's a little can. It's a little spray can, like deodorant or something, but it's full of oxygen. You can take and just hit it, if you get out of breath up there in them mountains. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Tim, they got that little girl's name. I'll think of her name in a minute. She's a model and pretty little old thing, but she's just country as hell. But that's what she does on that show of hers is noodling those catfish. Come out with the damn catfish damn near big as she is. Her name's Hannah Barron. She got a channel on YouTube, and it's worth watching that. I mean, I don't, them things jerk her around, look like he'd break her arm. That's not my my ball game.
Me either. Not sticking my hand in anywhere I can't see. God only knows what'd be in there.
Mm. There's a place out here on the Brazos River that's got a break all the way across it, so it gets real shallow. And it's just got a channel right next to one bank. Well, in that channel, that water's 3 foot deep, probably. I was out there one day, and I know boy that worked for me. At that time, it was against the law to do that, to where you reached up on that bank and caught them catfish. But he was floating down that bank, feeling up underneath that deal, and there was a little old bitty diamondback water snake laying right there on the bank. He floated by that thing, and that snake struck and bit him on the nose. And he slapped that snake, and I guess he knocked him goofy or something, but the snake wouldn't turn loose. And that boy liked to beat his head off, trying to slap that snake off the end of his nose. He was hollering and running and hitting. I ain't never laughed that much in my life. I thought I was going to drown that river out there. I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Hey, cruising scene.
Timmy Ray, I have not seen it. Timmy Ray.
So Tim's seen the oxygen bottles.
I'll say the closest I've seen to that size are the little pony bottles that the divers use.
Yeah, I've seen divers use.
Little backup thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty good jump. Tim to jump up to 8,500. How high is it where you live? Oh, you talking about sea level up to 85? Yeah, that's a jump.
Yeah, I was only at 2,858 to 3,018.
I've seen people get up there and go to hunting in that high country and actually get sick enough they had to come down. That they just couldn't get enough air up there.
Okay, I understand now. I understand now, Troy. Yeah, there was a lot of. I'd have to go back on my videos. But yeah.
Well, like you are, Amy, where you got asthma, pretty good. One of those little old cans of oxygen might be pretty handy to stick in your pocket.
Yeah.
Or handy to take your pupper with you when you go hiking.
Yeah, that was just because like it's in my purse and it stays in my purse. And all I did like when I was packing my backpack is I just grabbed my wallet out and threw it in there. So I had like my money and license and all of that fun stuff.
I haven't used mine for so long. I was looking in the cupboard and went, "Oh, that's been expired for like 2 years. I guess I should get a backup one to take with me."
Yeah. But it's been a while since I've used mine, so I tend to forget sometimes.
Yeah, you can. A plane, normally they've got it rigged up where it's pressurized, but you get a plane that's not pressurized, you can get lightheaded. You get 10, 12,000 feet, it gets hard to breathe up there. Was your truck driving all right, Kenny?
I gotta change that air filter because it like I said, for some reason you put it in gear or you accelerate too quick, it just kills that engine. But it cranks back, but it's acting like it's having a hard time breathing or something. I know it ain't. I know it ain't to the rotary button because I just had them changed.
I used to be able to take and go from where I lived, just where I lived before, right down in that valley where that Brazos River was. And it was just a little over 200 feet above sea level, up to them mountains at 10, 11,000 people. And that didn't used to bother me, but the last couple of years I went up there, that air is getting a little thinner every year, I think. I'm getting more out of shape. Is it pretty, Kenny, where you live? Is it pretty hilly there, or
Yeah, there's a lot of hills and mountains here. Yeah.
hey, I've been through that country, but not just passing through on the interstate? That's all.
I uh I told my dad if I'd thought of it, I'd have got me some of that carburetor spray cleaner and sprayed it down in that carburetor. But I gotta be careful. Don't want the thing catch fire.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, what model is that thing, Kenny?
76. 76.
Well, is that throttle body fuel injection or is it carbureted?
It's carbureted. Fuel. It's carbureted. It's a 4-barrel carburetor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm so like Timmy Ray there.
Well, I know the fast idle works. It works good. So, because I could pump the accelerator about twice, and the fast idle will kick in. And when it gets to a certain temperature to shut the fast idle off, it'll shut off. But so carburetor couldn't. But I'm probably gonna take and put spray some, like I said, I thought I'd spray some carburetor cleaner down in it, rub it real high and spray it down in there as I'm spraying it, and then sit there to clean out, get down inside that carburetor real good.
Well, how long has it been since you've been driving that truck?
We've had it for a good, I guess maybe 5, 6 years.
No, what I'm saying is, how long has it been sitting up this time, not running? Well, you had it in shop.
I'd been sitting there. You talking about while I had it in the shop?
Yeah.
I'd been in the shop since January, but back before the week before I left to go to Quartzsite.
Let old gas go.
I just got it out yesterday.
Go on, Miss Tracy. I sure appreciate you coming in, girl.
Good night, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Bye, Tracy.
So, the way this gas is now, it don't have, if it sits up over 30 days, you can start getting them carburetors will start screwing up on you. You got to crank them things every 30 days at least.
Yeah.
I found a place here I can buy gas that doesn't have that ethanol in it. And I've got where I run that on all my small engines. Do y'all have ethanol in your gas up there in Canada, Michael Ann?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Timmy Ray. I tell you what, I'd do that thing if it was mine. I'd get me a bottle of Seafoam or some of this
Yeah, I was wondering.
injector cleaner and put in your gas,
Yeah.
and then add put some fresh gas in there and run it. A lot of time that's all it takes.
Well, and two, I gotta remember too, as the weather changes, that tank sweats.
Yeah.
And what happens is when that tank sweats, a lot of times you get water in the tank, and it'll make it run rough too.
See, that's what happens on that ethanol when it sits up. It'll turn to water. It'll separate. Water will get out, and then it get up in there. Boy, when that stuff, if it gets hard and builds up, it's nearly impossible to get out of one of them cars there.
Yeah, and like I said, I've taken some actual carburetor spray that you can actually buy, but you got to rev it up as you're doing it, as you're spraying it down in the carburetor, and turn that throttle.
Put some in your gas, that'll hit it before it gets to that opening.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time you need it in there, and it don't cost that much. Just drop a bottle in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time, didn't we, Timmy Ray? I tell you what, I got where I don't like to work on them anymore.
What happened?
Used to enjoy it.
That
Bitter.
damn cat just bit my elbow.
It did what?
He bit me. He bit my elbow.
He said, "You're not paying no attention to me."
I was.
She
What did
was.
he do? And started licking me and bit my elbow. Did you hear things?
This crazy dog of mine.
That's what I run in. That's what I run. I don't run no regular gas in it at all. I run high test all the time. $3.79 a gallon. Regular is $3.29. It cost me $43 the other day to fill that truck up with high test gas.
I filled mine up today, and it was $95. Fill that truck up.
Of course, I don't run mine no lower than. I try not to run it no lower than that mark below a half a tank. Sometimes I don't even run it below a half a tank. I let it get down to a half tank and then refill it back up.
That's good.
I've used it on gas this week with driving out to Palo Duro and it being cold when I got gas, and so heating up my car longer.
Well, like that gas was $3.19 here today.
Yep, that's about what it is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was $3.19 a gallon, Tim.
I buy gas at Food City all the time. Get gas and go.
Did that cat get you that good?
Yes. Like, I don't think you can see it, but I have a mark right there where he got me. You can't see it though on the screen, but.
And in the van, I run mid-grade in it because I was told that people had it before we got it. That's what they ran in it. That's what it is. It's all unleaded gas, Timmy Ray. All gas is unleaded now.
Amy. You need to make Kenny a sign that he can hang up when he's on all these lives and stuff. You need to
Says
make
I'm in
him a
the
sign. Yeah, now, say that I've got candy.
Got candy.
Fighting me.
Yeah, might get some attention if you got some sweets to give away, Kenny.
He looks so cute sitting there though.
He's plumb innocent, ain't he?
It wasn't me. I'm just sitting here all innocent like.
Oh, so this was in a Facebook group that I'm in. There's pineapple in the cucumber box with watermelons for $4.99.
We need to buy a couple of them for Ron.
Tim wants to know if I pissed the cat off somehow. No, he's just mean. He's been that way since the day I got him.
Well, this crazy little old bulldog of mine, now he's asleep now. When we go to bed tonight, he'll want to play. And he'll bite the crap out of you. Little old bitty short jaw. Now he can but I've got him now where he doesn't bite hard. But he's playing. That's all he's doing. Cats just got a mind of their own, don't they?
Yeah, it was Malibu, Sean.
Did somebody said that? Did Ron Sees America ever go live tonight or last night? I mean,
I think he was on last night.
I know he had a parade in the raid parade yesterday,
Yeah.
but somebody had said that was it him himself or somebody? Somebody said he had planned on going live last night. I didn't know. I was gonna say I didn't get no notification if he did.
Callie's behaving himself.
Hmm.
Oh, cold.
Yeah, now you can. I think you can kind of see. No, it's just on my computer.
You bite him back.
No. Janet said Ron's busy cooking pineapple delight. I sent him the recipe.
I had some friends of mine that had a little boy that was I don't know, a year and a half old. He was a mean little turkey. And he would just bite the living hell out of his mom. Either on the arm or on the neck or, just for meanness. And one day she got aggravated doing that. He bit her and she reached down there and just latched on his arm and just bit the heck out of him on the arm. And that cured that. That didn't happen no more.
Yep. I think it gets to the point where you just bite the kid back and they won't bite again.
Yep.
You'll end up with fur balls.
Yep.
I had a friend of mine nearly died from cat scratch fever, something like that. He got a scratch on his arm and he damn near died from it.
Cat scratch fever?
Yeah.
I have never heard of that.
Tell you what, you gotta watch them cats. They can get to you, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
So what is cat scratch fever then?
It's just an infection that comes. I think it comes off their claws, doesn't it?
Well, you go figure they wander around in dirt and their litter box and everything else, and then they turn around and scratch you. And God only knows what can get in that wound.
Yeah, mine only have back claws. So.
And I think it's unusual for anybody to get it, but he was a football player and big husky, guy, and man, he lost down to like 140 pounds. He damn near died over it. Couldn't get it straightened out.
The toxoplasmosis, Janice, my dad ended up getting that in his eyes from where he was working in the field, and got all the notes how lost his sight, partial sight in his eyes from it. And it's dangerous to pregnant women. Toxoplasmosis.
I think cats are neat. I like to watch them, but I'm not a cat person. I like dogs.
The nice thing about the cats is they're very self-sufficient. So, like, I could go on my 7-day cruise and just have extra litter boxes set up, which I still have all 3 set up that I clean out, and then just give them a whole bunch of food and a whole bunch of water, and they're fine for the week.
Yeah, and that is one thing. They do take care of themselves.
We went away for almost 3 weeks, and I had this self-filling thing that was pretty big, but then my aunt just came in like once a week and checked to make sure everything was still full and cleaned the litter box. And
Time for Corn says, I'm allergic to cats, sneeze bites, or scratches get itchy immediately and then affected red scabs.
Yeah, Tim said he was allergic to them.
He's allergic, yeah.
I tell you something that's funny about cats in the wild. When cats get out and get wild, they claim within 2 weeks that you can take a cat that's raised in a house, as long as you're not declawed, and he'll be as wild as any cat that was raised in the wild. You just don't hardly see a cat that's real skinny or something like a dog will get, when somebody dumps them out. A cat don't usually get that way. So, yeah. Well, y'all got a problem over there in Australia with the feral cats, don't you? Talking about Janet.
Yeah, I think she talked about it one night, the feral cats.
I like guns, mess with them. I get to reading about those government hunters they have down there in Australia. They're shooting donkeys, jackasses, and hogs, camels, and cats. That's what they do for a living. And some feral goats, but I think they've pretty well stopped doing that. But that'd be a hell of a job. But you get tired of killing stuff after a while.
Yeah, she says lots of feral cats live in the drains. Yeah, mine are perfectly content in the apartment. They do like to go out into the balcony. So, like, even right now, I have the balcony, I have a sliding glass door, and so I have that open. And Malibu just goes in and out. Azul, she kind of goes out, but I can leave the front door open all day long, and they will not go out that front door. Like, even when I was moving, and the movers, when I was moving here, and the movers were putting the stuff in the U-Haul, they were hiding in the bedroom behind. I had the mattress leaning up against the wall. Yep, Malibu actually just came in from outside. And they were hiding between the wall and the mattress. Well, the movers went in to take the mattress out to put it in the truck. And Malibu took off running, went under the table, realized that wasn't a good place, stopped at the front door and went and hid in the laundry room. Like, he could have gone right out the front door, and that just scared him, and he went and hid. But,
well, you know what? It's funny. Animals get their territories, and they're at home in that. And I know it's like this dog of mine. Now he's feisty inside of my fence I've got around my trailer.
oh, he's attacking his tail right now. Ron, you froze. Or did I freeze?
Ron is.
Janice, what does this mean? If I can show it right. That's Chinese for laugh.
That's what?
Laugh in Chinese. It's so before I worked full time where I work now, I worked there part time and I worked for the school as a paraprofessional. I was a para for a little girl in a wheelchair. She's awesome. And she was Chinese. She was adopted from China when she was 1. And we like to laugh and have a good time all the time. So I got paid to just hang out with this amazing little girl. She's in 9th grade now. I worked with her for 2.5 years. And I got it at the end of the first year that I worked with her.
Nice.
It's the only one of my tattoos that means anything. Well, I guess the one on my foot means something. It's got my college logo and the Kansas City Royals logo and an infinity sign.
I only have one so far, so.
I'm like you, Michael, and I'm pure. I don't have one.
Oops. It says family.
I have 6.
Are they all legal? So you can show them on screen and won't get kicked out of the room or anything?
Well, I will, for personal reasons, I will only show 3. The other 3 are hidden. And only a few people have seen them all.
Ooh, I got in bad trouble over there one time.
Like I have one right here, and only a few people have seen
tattoos just not something that it's just not something I wanted to do. When I was overseas, them boys get them tattoos all the time. I don't know, just never did want to do it. And I got friends of mine that spend thousands on doing
it. Well, I got my first one because I had gotten out of a relationship. This was 2004. And I was like, what can I do that no one expects me to do? And I went and got a tattoo. And I've gotten 5 more.
I've got plans for a couple more. But it was like, there was a tattoo expo at the arena here. And there was artists from all over. And it was like, well, I'll go out there and check it out. And I was out there and I thought, what the heck? And there was one guy, he had an opening for the next day. So it was like, I charge $124 an hour. So I thought, well, I'll start with something small. That way I know how much it hurts and whether I want to go through with any bigger ones. So I got the infinity symbol with the word family and my boy's birth zones in it. And it didn't even take him an hour. I only paid just over $100.
I've learned that for me, like talking about the pain, like this one didn't hurt. The one on my foot didn't hurt. The one on my ankle didn't hurt. This one here, I wanted to cry. I probably did cry when he was doing it because it hurt so bad. But I've learned if I'm watching them do it, I'm intrigued in the process and I see what they're doing and where they're at. And so my mind isn't focused on the pain. But like here where I couldn't see what he was doing, because the same one did this one, and the one on my foot. And another one did too. But I didn't know what they were doing, so I was focused on the pain.
That's tender right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
that's a tender part of your body too, though. I mean,
yeah, on the ribs, yeah.
To me, it was just like it's repeatedly splattered by baking grease. That little tingle until he went over the tendon in the middle of that one. A little bit more, but yeah.
But for this one, like, I mean, it hurt, but it didn't hurt as like bad as this one. Tim says that he's allergic to the ink. Ink scabbed over and body rejected the ink. I know there's people who are allergic. I know like colors like red. I know a lot of people are allergic to the red ink.
Well, I've got a real high pain threshold. I've sat there and watched them sew me up and clean bullet holes out and everything else. Just sit there and watch. don't bother me. And I think men take hard, fast pain worse than women do. And the women take the longer, drawn out pain better. That'll start getting to me if I'm hurting for a long time.
You know, everyone's
Well,
talking about... Go ahead, Michael Ann.
I'd rather do this again than go through being induced in labor. That just about killed me.
I was going to say, most people here are saying that they don't like needles. When I wasn't big on needles, and I mean, I still don't like, they kind of freak me out when I go get tattoos. But I did allergy shots off and on for like 3.5 years in the back of the arm. And then even when I got blood drawn last week, like, it didn't really bother me. Like, it almost did it away, but then I just looked away and it went in, and then I could just feel it, and that's what bothered me.
Yeah, when they get blood drawn or when I make blood, I would look away when they put the needle in, and then I could, okay. Doesn't bother me.
I don't know about labor pain, but I've passed 3 different kidney stones when I was, one of them I was in a jungle and couldn't even get an aspirin. But I've actually passed 5 of them. I've gone to the doctor twice, but the other 3 I never even went in. Doctor's office. That's not any fun.
Hey, River Sticks.
Hey, River Sticks.
Hey, River.
River, what's your actual name?
Who? River?
Yeah, River Stick Van Life. What's his name?
It sounds like nice colors, Brene.
Yeah.
It
I got
says,
black, green, purple, and blue.
I want another tattoo, but I don't know where I want it, and I don't know what I want. Like, I want something tropical and fun. I just don't know where. I mean, I could do it on this side, but that hurt.
Yeah.
And we got DJ in here. DJ, you missed the conversation earlier. He goes, that's why he needs the 3-inch hole saw kidney stones.
I want a memorial one between my shoulders.
I'm just gonna leave the carburetor like it is, Timmy. Because it's the original carburetor. It's a 4-barrel. I actually like the 4-barrel carburetor. Better not do a 2. I'll tell you why.
Never says to get a pineapple. I'm not tattooing a pineapple on me. No. That would be Ron C. America's tattoo he needs to get, but not me.
Yeah.
I tell you why I like 4-barrel carburetor is because you get better gas mileage out of a 4-barrel than you do a 2, because your 2 front barrels on a 4-barrel carburetor are smaller than the ones on the 2-barrel carburetor itself. And I can tell you that from what I learned from my mechanic that's been doing mechanic work since he was 16, 17 years old. He also learned that too, as well. He worked on cars ever since he was 9, 10, 11 years old.
What kind of flower is that?
Huh? What?
So what kind of flower is that, Janice?
I already have a purple hibiscus on me. And then this has flowers and stars. I'll find the picture and I'll show you what this one looks like.
Sorry, Kenny.
Huh?
So,
Yeah, I like to keep it all original as much as possible, because it's mostly original. Huh?
I'd agree with that, because you start putting other kind of materials on there and they're not going to last.
because we actually bought this all original, and you don't hardly. Yeah, yeah, I do. But we're talking about a GMC pickup truck as well.
DJ, what have you been up to, man?
Causing problems, probably.
Well, if he's awake, he's doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, what is that all about? DJ, take that down if you don't mind. Kenny,
Yeah,
you want to take that one deal down, that one message down?
It's down in YouTube.
for fairy dust.
Okay, well, it's just not down on this one.
Yeah, it doesn't. It'll still show on StreamYard.
That's the one I have on my rib cage.
Whoops. Well, that's pretty.
And that was right after it was done. DJ. We don't need to be typing it into chat, though.
So they don't hurt you until they start to move, Tim. You can carry one around all your life, and if it don't ever get in that duck and start trying to move, you won't know it. Oh, Aaron, how you doing?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Believe me, if you ever start passing a kidney stone, you'll know it.
I can honestly say I have never had a kidney stone in my life.
Good.
I was told by several different people that had those experiences. You don't want one.
No, they're not, Janet. There you go. Yeah.
Now he's going to get a pineapple with angel wings. Not touching it on his body.
Sorry,
Yep.
I was working on Wednesday.
Yeah, those things can get to us too. Everybody always told me that cranberry juice was supposed to be good for that kind of stuff.
That's what I've heard.
When I went to that last doctor, I said something about drinking cranberry juice. He said, that's all right for a kidney infection or something. But see, cranberry juice and them stones, them kidney stones, are made out of the same chemical. But that's the worst thing you can drink if you have kidney.
What is cranberry juice?
Yeah. But now, if you got a kidney infection or something like that, or bladder infection, it's good for you. You don't need it. Don't need it for the kidney stone. Aaron, what you been up to? Aaron's pretty good about getting in trouble himself. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, any dark drink is not good, they claim. Headed north, headed don't matter? Or you headed someplace else first?
Yep, I'm on them.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've not had a kidney stone nor gallbladder stones.
I don't have either. And I don't have to worry about my appendix anymore, so there's that.
That's cool. That.
I've still got my appendix and I've still got my gallbladder.
Well, mine, so it was Christmas of 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009, or was it 2010? I don't know. It was Christmas. I know that much. And I just became in excruciating pain to where I could barely stand. I was already wearing like pajamas that I had just gotten from my now ex for a Christmas gift, and had those on. And they were ones that you do not wear in public. Like they were like purple with like clouds and like not something you would wear in public. And went to the ER wearing that in like coat. It was like 2 degrees outside. It was cold. Had like Crocs that the cat had half chewed up because that's all I could put on my feet. They got me right in. This Chinese doctor's trying to tell me that I'm pregnant, and I'm like, I'm not pregnant. He goes, yeah, I think you're pregnant. I go, I'm not pregnant. He goes, yeah, you pregnant. I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. He goes, we take tests. I'm like, yes, we take tests. 20 minutes later, he comes back, you're not pregnant. I'm like, I know, I told you an hour ago. And then so he's like, okay, we do CT scan. I'm like, okay. So then they couldn't see anything in the CT scan. And when I say they couldn't see anything, it was cloudy. So something had burst inside of me.
Ooh, how?
And so they admitted me. They were doing all these tests, and they went in to take out my appendix, and it turned out it was a cyst on my ovary that had burst. So that was not a fun night.
That's painful too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's worse. Some of the worst I'd ever been in. But now I don't have a appendix. And they're like, well, are you mad that the hospital removed it and they didn't need to? I was like, no, because now I don't have to worry about it. It's gone. And that was always a fear of mine. Like that was a legit fear. Like something would happen to my appendix and I wouldn't know, you know, but now I don't have to worry about it.
Hey, I ain't do a lot. I had a guy I used to hunt with that was he was a lot older than I was. And he was born around 1800, or 1900. And he was talking about that, you know, up until 1946 when they developed penicillin, if you got appendicitis or pneumonia or got a splinter under your fingernail, it kill you. You know, they didn't have anything that would help. Welcome back, Angie.
Hey, Angie.
But you don't think about that now. We get a cold or pneumonia or some kind of infection. Well, they pretty well got stuff to take care of it. Back in them days, they didn't have anything. They had to be some tough people. Amy, can you imagine somebody getting on a damn horse and riding from Amarillo to Austin or something?
Jeez.
That'd be a hell.
No.
That'd be a
It'd
hell
be
of a
10 days.
yeah. A good horse they claim would cover 40 miles a day. But yeah. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know how them people live like they did and lived as long as they did. I was reading something
Right?
here a while back. Back and they were talking about said a man's normal lifespan was 28 and a woman's was 24.
Oh, geez.
They said that's why women were thought to be old maids after they got to be 14 because normally if they were 14, their mom died or had died or something, and they had to take care of the kids, the younger kids. They were talking about a normal family with 10 kids, and two of them were average getting to be 21 years old.
Oh, wow. How did they? Well, my question is, how did they have 10 kids if they were only 21? Would they start when they were 5?
Do what?
You said that they have like 10 kids and they lived to 21. Would they do? Start having kids when they were 5?
Well, I guess you could. If you went from the time you're 13 to you're 24, well, I guess you could have 10 kids, have a house full.
Oh, geez, Diane, that sounds awful. Tonsils, adenoids, appendix, gallbladder, uterus, ovaries. Jeez. Metal rods and spine. I still have my tonsils, although I shouldn't. I can remember I was probably 13 or 14. And the doctor said if I got tonsillitis, then they would remove my tonsils. And then after that, I started getting bronchitis. So I don't know.
Good Lord. And
DJ, give it up.
We don't talk like that here.
Yes, it may be words that we all use, but we're not going to use them in chat out of respect for the others that do not use that kind of language.
we don't know if we got kids listening to this or not,
Yep.
DJ. That's the main thing.
And that's the reason why I don't allow stuff like that on my channel either.
So I think the world of you, DJ. So don't think I'm giving you a hard time, but I would appreciate it. You got to go back to work tomorrow, Amy?
Yep, at noon. And then I work Sunday. And then I'm off on Monday and I work Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm off on Thursdays, which I'll be off on Thursdays. And then I work Friday and Saturday, and then I'm off on Sunday next week.
Well, you sort of got a rolling days off then.
Yep.
Not always the same time.
No. But I think the way my schedule is next week, I think it will be good to have day off, work, a couple days day off, and then that way I don't have too many days off, but then I'm not stuck at work for 7 straight days when the anxiety can't handle it.
I used to hate. There's a few times I've been where I'd be on a revolving shift where you work at night one day and then the next week work the graveyard, next week, run around. And I always hated that. I like get settled into one group, you can sort of get used to it and plan something in.
Yep.
Good night, Bree.
Right.
Ray,
But I'll
you
be
think
having Thursdays for doctor's appointments.
So I take it you won't be going live Sunday then, will you?
No, I will. I work in the morning.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be off by 4:00.
Oh, okay.
I open on Sundays if I work.
I know sometimes you work on Sunday and you don't usually.
Well, so my one request when I came to the store was I did not want to close on Sunday nights. I would work any other shift, whenever. I would do whatever. I would work until could only work till like 8 on Sundays, and then I needed to be off. Like that was the only thing I could not do was actually close. I want to say something there, but I'm not going to. And then he kept scheduling me on Sundays, and I was switching them, and then I just gave up. And when my boss came, the one who brought me to Texas came, and I kind of talked to him about it. He knows I'm very close to this boss, and he knows a lot. I mean, I've known him for over 8 years, really well for 8 years, and then I've known him longer. So he knew why I did what I did on Sunday nights, and since then I have not been scheduled to close. So I think my boss talked to the boss in the store and was like, just respect her wishes of that's the only time she's asking off is to not close. You need to do it. And why I'm doing it. So, or why I started it.
Good night, Aaron Jemison. Are you going live tonight, Aaron?
DJ, we are not infringing your rights. You need to respect the wishes of not using vulgar language.
Would you talk like that in your sister's chat?
uh, yeah. Yeah. That'll straighten out one way or other the next couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness, Angie, what you been up to?
Hey, Van Vita Travels, Paula.
Paula, your brother's out of control right now in here.
Hi, Tammy Ray.
I just hang around for a minute, Tammy. It's gonna be all right. Hello, Miss Paula.
How's the ambulance working, Paula? Oh, he just lost internet or something.
Yeah. Paula, we're not ganging up on him. He keeps cussing in chat, using the F word, and we asked him to stop multiple times.
I just asked him if he would do that on your chat, and he went quiet. So
Oh, goodness.
Diane's gonna put glue on your seat to keep you still, Ron.
I know it. That damn thing keep catching me out. So, and you know I've been on a hotspot and on my phone both tonight, and both of them are doing it. I ain't figured that one out.
Well, that's weird.
I'm not gonna say it too loud, but mine's been behaving for the last week or two. It's scaring me.
Well, it's like it's just timing me out or something because it'll just shut off.
Huh.
Again, it's weird. I'm gonna have to take his phone and stuff back to Verizon tomorrow.
Hey, Travel Adventure, you there, B?
Hey, Eric.
Hello, Eric. You know, it's amazing to me. We get on this damn live, and we've already been on here an hour and 45 minutes. Don't seem like we've been on here 30 minutes.
Right? Especially the other night when it was us three and who else was up with us? And we were on here for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I know it.
I rewatched that live. I rewatched that live.
2 nights ago. Not last night, but the night before.
It was Wednesday night.
Yeah, and I can't believe I was going to start coming on here for an hour. That's what I originally planned, was come up for an hour and then get off with it.
Well, like I said, Ron, we really enjoy your lives at night, and especially for us people that don't sleep very much.
I tell you what, I can get by with 1:30, 2 o'clock. When it starts getting to 3 or 4, then it goes hurting me that next day.
What was it? Wednesday night. Went till like almost between 3 and 4. Get out there, slept for an hour. Had to get up for V's live in the morning.
Oh, Lord.
Stayed up for about a half an hour after that, and then crashed until noon.
All of your ambulance running all right now.
Tim, I don't remember. Hey, Meg.
Hello, Meg. How you doing?
Meg must have been behind in the background. Hey, Ron, do you have YouTube open?
No, I don't think so. Let me check. Getting an echo?
Yeah, I'm hearing myself twice.
Every once in a while, there's an echo.
And I don't have no other live going.
I don't have anything open.
The only thing I have open is the YouTube side of this chat, to where I can delete comments if I have to delete comments.
Mine's muted, and I made sure the echo.
But I don't have the sound on the YouTube side.
And I've got YouTube shut plumb down now.
Yep. I only have it on my phone, but it's not even open right now.
Yeah, everything's cool, Timmy. It's a good crew in here. And they, I think if StreamYard comes up just every once in a while, and you get an echo off here.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
think we're getting anything. Well,
It's mostly when you talk, Kenny, or when I talk.
oh my Lord.
wow. That was a big expense
Jeez, that sucks, Paula.
repair. Wow.
I tell you what, that's the only thing about them diesel.
Yeah, Tim has a good question, Paula. What did all they repair besides the transmission? Timmy Ray, spelling errors happen sometimes. Not intentional.
Tim Ray may be like me. I answer just about anything.
I've had my name spelled many times, misspelled many times.
So here's a fun story about spelling names and names. So name's Amy. So my boss who brought me down to Texas when I worked in his store, he started calling me Amelia. And it was a thing. And so then when I came back to that store like 3 years later, some of the kitchen guys were still there and they would call me Amelia. And a server pulls me aside one day. They're like, Amy, I got a question for you. I went, and they're like, why do you go by Amelia why do you go by Amy when your name's Amelia? I go, because my name's not Amelia.
Oh Lord.
But this server was so confused of why the kitchen called me Amelia. And he'll still do it when he comes into the store, he'll call me Amelia.
Folks, they I don't know. Sometimes you just see something and it just clicks in your head that that's what it is, and you go back and look at it and you know better. I'm bad about it, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the world's worst about remembering names. Anyway. Don't do very well at that.
Thanks, Janice.
Yeah, you love to have a new handle now. Amy might be Amelia.
But it was funny because they would just like the ones who did it, like I had known them for so long. So when they did it, like I didn't even like I just automatically responded, like because that's what they called me. Like and it was so funny when these servers were so confused. But yeah, he'll still call me Amelia when he sees me.
Well, Janice makes me nervous because that was my first wife's name. First time I talked to her, I said, "Oh Lord." Hello, Wayne.
Hello.
Hey, Wayne.
Whoa.
I don't know what it is. Let me check something here. Hang on. It's checked.
Yeah, check mine too.
I don't know.
But since we talked about it the other night, I've been doing that when I go into a live and just make sure the echo cancellation's checked and the whole bit.
Welcome back, Gail.
Huh? What? Timmy, what are you asking me?
He's saying you sound like R2D2 from Star Wars.
Oh, okay. You was asking me about Rosie. I don't know where she's at. She's probably, let's see, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon there, so she's already into her 3 o'clock in the afternoon Saturday afternoon already. Because she's 13 hours ahead. Now, when we spring forward, she'll be back to 12 hours ahead. So instead of being 3 o'clock, it'll be 2 o'clock when we spring forward.
I have a hard time with the time zones in North America, let alone getting across.
Yeah.
All I know is
go ahead.
all I know right now is like figure out where Sean is, and then Janice is in the same place. I was like, okay, 12, and then I count 5 hours, and I can. So basically, I just count 5 hours from where I'm at now, and then I know what time it is there.
Tim, you have a good one, bud.
Good night, Tim, from Conference Corner. Jesus, that's kind of driving me crazy.
When do they change the time?
It changes next weekend. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Helen, Georgia when it changes. It actually changes at 2 o'clock on the 13th, but usually most people change it Saturday night, which is before they go to bed. Because most people don't get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to change the clock.
No, I do them on my way to bed.
My phone just switches time.
Yeah, gotta go do the microwave, the coffee maker. Hello, Lynn.
Well, where Paula's at out there in Arizona, they don't change the time.
Yep, Arizona doesn't change, and isn't there one other state that doesn't change, or is it
Yeah.
just Arizona?
There's 2 states.
I know in Canada, and where Paula's at, her part of Canada, they don't change time either.
Yeah, Saskatchewan doesn't change.
Saskatchewan doesn't change.
And I think west or east of it does.
Yeah. But yeah, I know some people live in the Phoenix area, and I learned from them that they don't change time.
Yeah, Diane, you have a good night. Appreciate you coming in.
Night, Diane.
When I was pulling them RVs, boy, you talk about keeping a logbook, driving you nuts when you come across the country and you're hitting them time zones, and all of a sudden you hit Arizona and it doesn't match up, you know. Oh, Lord, it drive you crazy.
Good night, Diane, Phoenix, and anyone else that's sleeping and going to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lillian.
I wish they'd leave it alone.
I wish they would. I wish that when we change it this time, I wish we didn't have to ever change it again, because I like it the time that we're getting ready to go into now better than I do than the one that we're in right now.
Well, isn't what we're fixing changes to? Isn't that the real time?
Well, I just know you get more daylight in the evening hours. I do know that. Whoop.
Yeah, I'm trying. All right.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
That came up too close to my name.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's something else. I tell you what, we just about been on here 2 hours tonight. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Hey, Hope everybody has a good night. And I appreciate y'all
You
coming.
too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And let's see, this is what, Friday? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Won't be here tomorrow night. And then I'll come back Sunday night.
Okay.
We appreciate all y'all coming in, and y'all have a great night.
Yep.
Bye.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night. Good night, everyone. Bye, everyone.